What is up, guys? Welcome back to another one of K Quinta One's videos. Today we're going to be going over my templar build. I apologize for the mega delay. I know I promised you guys more videos, and I haven't been able to keep up with real life and with the game, real life. The holidays just came by. Happy late, super late Thanksgiving to everybody. But this coming week is going to be pretty busy, and I'm going to try to get at least one build in per day for you guys, and then some gameplay of the build itself. Let's jump right into the sets for this build. We were running Troll King, but I feel like Bloodspawn is much better. This build is really strong for Battlegrounds. It's you can make a few changes for open world, but for Battlegrounds it seemed pretty solid. So we get the 2 Bloodspawn, we have 5 Alchemist, and 5 Bone Pirate. The way we have it is 3 Jewelry and 2 Body Pieces. That way you keep the Bone Pirate buff 100% up. And the Clever Alchemist is a craftable set, 7 trait. I'm running medium on the build, 2 heavy, 5 medium. You could do 5 heavy instead. It's still pretty solid, especially as far as the recovery goes. 1 Clever Alchemist small and learn, and we got 2 Master Daggers. If you can't get the Master Daggers, it's not a big deal. Actually, you don't even want daggers, to be honest. I just haven't seen any axes drop, or a mole. I'd prefer 1 mole, 1 axe, so if you guys can do that, it's better. Or dual axes. If anything, just go ahead and craft Clever Alchemist, or if you have Bone Pirate weapons. As long as it's dual wield and 2-handed, you'll be fine. Let me see. These are the flat stats right here. 20k health, 36k stam. I think we get a little bit more recovery. Yeah, I'm running tri-stat food. So our health might drop a little bit here. Let's go to the dubious. Yeah, see the health drops by to 17k and 36, but our stand recovery goes up much higher, which because of the way the build is, you guys can do health and chance on the big pieces or tri-stats if you can afford it. The skills, let's go to the skill wise. For Adric's Spear, I have all the passives. Dawn's Wrath, I only have Prism and Restoring Spirit. Restoring Light, these 2 right here, I'm pretty sure you want all of them. I'm lacking skill points. For the 2-handed, you want all your passives. For dual wield, you want all your passives. Medium armor, you want all your passives. I believe I have all heavy because I do run a heavy build that I will show you guys the build in a little bit. We do have our Fighters Guild, Dawnbreaker of Smiting. And we have Slayer, Banish the Wicked, and Skilled Tracker. Don't have Undaunted leveled. Assault, you want Continuous Attack, Combat Frenzy for sure. I guess you could go with Reach. I just don't have it. I didn't have enough skill points, so I didn't put that on there. Combat Medic right here. Battle Resurrection can help if you're into group play. Magic Aid won't help you at all. We are Red Guard for the build. You could do Argonian, you get more health, more magic, and you can just stack stamp that way. You can do Orc, you also get more health, and the recovery is so high that it's not 100% necessary to be a Red Guard. And Alchemy, we don't have that leveled because we have all the other crafting stuff up, but if you can get medicinal use up, this is really good, especially for this build, because we are running Alchemist. So the skills we're using on our back bar is Rending Slash. We threw in Binding Javelin. I was running the Quick Cloak, but because we don't have a Gap Closer equipped, I decided to take Quick Cloak out, which was our speed movement, and I do believe it got reduced. And this is a really strong skill, Quick Cloak, just because of the major evasion that it gives us, and now it reduces the damage of area attacks by 25%, which is really massive. But in most scenarios so far, I haven't really been fighting people with lots of AoE. This is mainly for open world. This would probably be a stronger setup, this or Shuffle. But for BGs, Most of the part, unless you're fighting a group that's actually a pre-made group, which they obviously know what they're doing and they might have really strong AoEs rather than single target, I would swap these two out. Or you could even take Javelin and put it here instead of Dizzying Swing, and that way you can keep Quick Cloak. Anyways, our other ability is Resolve and Vigor, Restoring Focus, Power of the Light. We're running Crescent Sweep on our back bar. Honestly, for BGs, I would run either Nova or Rite of Passage. And you want it morphed to Remembrance, so you can take, I think it's 30% less damage while it's activated. If you also have the Sigil Order, that's probably your best bet here. I don't even have it. Sigil Order just sucks so bad to level. I got it on one tune and half of the other tune. But we'll see what happens. Front bar setup, we have Rally, Repentance, Ritual of Retribution, Biting Jabs, Dizzying Swing, and the Dawnbreaker of Smiting. Now we get a lot of burst with this build if we just proc this right here, which is a Rally. We're at 3283 weapon damage. Also, the main reason why we're keeping 2H on our front bar, guys, is because you have the Battle Rush. Increases your stamina recovery by 30% for 10 seconds after killing a target, and that's why if you see my build fully procced on some pictures or videos, you'll see this close to 3k, because once we pop our potion and we get our kill, our stamina recovery is just gonna shoot right off the roof. This is an extremely insane recovery build. I'm sorry, guys, I can't talk this morning. And also we're running the Serpent. Okay, so if you guys want to do more stam, put the tower. If you want more health, and I think the health one, you could do more health also instead of glyphs, but I think the glyphs would benefit more from it. You can even increase the weapon damage. The max I've seen weapon damage on this build is 5k weapon damage, so it's extremely strong. It's I mean, I wouldn't think you'd need more. 232 extra weapon damage, but maybe resistances, spell resistance, physical resistance. You can even add a little bit more crit. $36.5. Maybe you can break that 45 or 50% barrier. But this is the way I'm running it, especially for Battlegrounds. Like I said, it's really high recovery and very high burst. So we have 3283 and then 3784 just with our weapon enchant, which is the weapon damage glyph. On the back bar I'm running the Z's and poison. I don't run poisons anymore. I do on some builds, I guess. It depends. If I have them, I'll use them. I have these damage health poisons. But I don't know. I feel like this is much better. The proc, I think, is less, but once it procs, it does hit for a lot. Well, probably won't get to proc it. Yeah. There's one. Oh. There it goes. So it's not 100% uptime. I think there is a trait that helps you with it. Instead of infuse, maybe run that trait. I was gonna do infuse and learn, but powered is better for the extra healing also. But anyways, so we have that. Let's see if we can buff it up. All resistances. I'm sorry, guys. 23, 21. And front bar 2321 also. This is obviously when standing inside the ruin. Let's see if jump out, you get 2118, 2118, and this is without blood spawn proccing. You're gonna get blood spawn to proc. You get a lot more resistances. So usually, I haven't been running banding javelin as much, but you do want to get that power of the light. If you can, binding javelin, heavy attack. Just like that, boom, by the time that pops, you should be able to get the damage in. And most occasions, you'll drop a Dawnbreaker. There's very tanky builds out there. Let's see if we can proc this. Full weapon damage. I feel like I messed up somewhere. But that was 4K. Let me check something. 74. Okay, so you want all jewelry, all weapon damage here. But still, I gotta wait for that cooldown. That's what's important, to get that thingy. While that cools down, let's go over the CP real quick. And 4K weapon damage is max we got right now. We can get it up to 5K. 5K weapon damage is the max. Fully buffed, of course. So we have 17 points into Warlord, 69 into Mooncraft, 12% here, so 56 points into Tenacity, 40 points into Tumbling. You guys are gonna see some weird CP numbers from time to time. I don't have max CP yet, so I'm trying to allocate them as I go. We get 6% here, and here I'm probably gonna dump more. 8, maybe 10% would be good here. 9% is actually a pretty good. Then we have 10 points here, 51 points in Master at Arms. You do want a little bit more into physical, or if not, take some physical and put in Shattering Blow. We got 37 points into Thaumaturge, 8% into Precise Strikes. Obviously, we're gonna put a little bit more, maybe 9% as well. 56 points into Mighty. I'm probably gonna push for that 13% here and put a lot of points into Piercing, get that extra penetration. Ironclad 37, 38, Resistant. Hardy and LA, we're still working on. Probably put 12. And I really like having a lot of pointed thick skin, so if you guys can dump as many as you can here, at least 12% here, and thick skin maybe 15, 14%, somewhere around that area. Quick recovery, we got 23 points. That's the CP setup. Alright, this is procced. 4703. And we won't see the recovery proccing until I kill something, and that guy is just too hard to kill, especially on a PvP build. But that's pretty much the build setup. That's the CP. Let me go over the second one real quick. Holy crap, we're wasting a lot of time. My second setup is Automaton. These I haven't actually tested yet, so I'm not gonna give it to y'all because I don't want to mess things up. But I don't have this setup available. I don't have the setup available at the moment. But all it is Impreg instead of Bone Pirate. So we're running Alchemist and Impreg. You could also do, I don't know, honestly, the only setup I have been running, I'm not gonna give you guys, like I said, a weird setup that I haven't ran. And excuse me, guys. This one would be a heavy armor. Yeah, I don't even have my jewelry. So you'd have 3 Impreg jewelry and 2 body pieces of impenetrable armor. And I do run it in heavy. You could run it medium armor, it doesn't matter. But that way we get a lot of resistances, a lot of physical spell and critical resistance as well. This is what sucks about doing too much. Is that I lose everything trying to get all these sets in. You guys saw I have a couple of setups I want to try out. So hopefully I can get some playtime in and I can let you guys know how that goes. Okay, I am missing the hands. I'm pretty sure one of my other characters has it. I still haven't came around having everything I need. But anyways, I have one healthy jewelry to get that extra health. You could do more all stam if you want to. That's fine, completely fine. I have one that's bloodthirsty. Sometimes I'll run this if I'm running with a group because we don't have an execute. This could be really strong. And let's get rid of this. I don't have the second hand for this impreg, so but you guys can actually see some of the stats as it is right now, and we would obviously have a lot more impen. Our stam is about 33k, and the reason for that, our recovery drops. So the reason for that is because we run tri-stat food with this build, which is why I had it on earlier. So it's gonna be around 33, 34k with our extra hand with Sandglyph, and then obviously we'll get a little bit more health because of the heavy. So this is a 5 heavy, 2 medium build, and you'll see it still hits really hard, especially because it's still with Alchemist. So because it's still with Alchemist, I don't think I have any potions left to show you guys, and that's great. So we're at 3390 without Alchemist, and with Alchemist proc will be close to 4k weapon damage. So just so you guys can see, just switching out, you can actually run Bone Pirate and Impreg. If you could do that, you could probably still push about 3.5k weapon damage, choosing the Warrior Mundus over the Serpent, because you'll still have plenty of recovery from Bone Pirate and the Dubious Cameron, and you'll probably end up having more stam also. So that would be a really tanky. You'd probably do 5 heavy impreg on the body, Bone Pirate jewelry, weapons. That way you can benefit the most from being super tanky all around and having tons of recovery. Anyways guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry for all the time. This is the longest build video I think I've ever done without showing you guys what's up. But anyways, I hope you enjoy it, and see you guys again soon. I'll be dropping more builds, so I guess I hope you guys really enjoy the build, and see you guys out there.